this camera to stop autofocusing. So the camera is not going to look perfect. It is going to look a little tilted. We're just going to have to deal with that. It's literally mounted with electrical tape right now because I don't have the extra ball mounts in here from I was stuck on there with tape. So we're going to figure out how to make this work. There's a reason this is the backup and not the primary. Also because I'm still making payments on this, I don't want to tear it up, so I got to be really cautious with this. If storms end up having hail, if there's a lot of debris flying, I'm going to have to sit back. I'm not going to be going as crazy. But if there's nothing going on with them, we're absolutely just going to let it rip tater chip. So, got a lot more gas in this one. This one gets a heck of a lot more gas mileage. It gets probably more than twice to a tank that the Windseeker does. So,
it's going to be close. It's going right over the lake right now.
Yeah. Reason this is not the primary, again, because it's not, I'm still making payments on it. It's my daily drive. The Windseeker is four-wheel drive. So when we go to the Great Plains and we get on these terrible dirt and mud roads, we have a little bit more forgiveness with the Windseeker being four-wheel drive. And plus, I don't want to tear up my daily driver. So, but if I got to do it, I got to do it. I don't care. So we'll do what we got to do. Screw it, we've all. That's formed. So yeah, honestly, Harrison County might be my best bet.
Yeah, copy that. On southeast side of Bloomington, really tight rotation. We know that the storm near Bloomfield that was now tornado warned produced a tornado on live stream. We've had several live job. And the most important part of these people's job.
Oh, that's a nice rainbow over there. I think you can see it on the street. Yeah, you can see lots as I go into Harrison County that we are going to drop frame rate, hopefully not lose stream for a minute, but there are a couple spots where service gets a little spotty as I go up towards a good intercept spot for this line. So. Across the bridge now going into Indiana. There's a few jeeps on this line that have sparked my interest.
Copy that, sir. Copy that, sir. Copy that, sir. This is the storm. There's that rotation moving right for Blooming Grove. This is northeast of Batesville, Indiana, on the southeast, east central Indiana side of things. That's the shot you're seeing here from Corey Stewart. A very pretty looking.
So that line's approaching. This is our last hope to get something. Is this line? So we'll see what happens.
Probably to your left a little bit
see what happens.
You'll see a wall cloud for sure. There's definitely going to be a wall cloud somewhere on the
So yeah, to those tuning in that didn't hear earlier, I figured out how to get Streamlabs to turn off autofocus. So I have manually focused this to infinity. So no matter how much rain hits the windshield, it is not going to focus on the rain like it's been doing the past couple days, which is great. So we're getting ready to cross the Ohio River now into Indiana. There's a few kinks in this line that's getting ready to come through the Gordon area that have sparked my interest. So I'm going to go take a look at them and see what we can have happen. Maybe replicate the other day where we zero metered, this kind of zero meter as it got inside of a tornado. So we'll see what happens. See if we can do that again. I'm not going to intentionally do it, especially with today's conditions, but we'll see how close we can get if one does do it. But we got to be very cautious and pay attention to what we're doing here.
Starting to weaken out just a tad on that last scan. Take a gander here.
Open up Facebook and see how many we got watching. That's the only thing, is it doesn't show how many people are watching or streaming.
It's just going that direction. So we've got to keep a close eye on that.
I don't like that it does that, really.
Focus on this storm here for a second and Corey Stewart shot.
We're crossing into Indiana now. And we're stuck behind slow drivers. There's Mamadas forming on there, my favorite kind of clouds, the Mamadas clouds. So anybody that's in the path of these storms, if you look at the right time and right place, you might see some Mamadas clouds come on. They almost look like a painting whenever they're hanging down off the bottom. That's caused by sinking air. So it's very cool, very intriguing, and I love pictures of them. So
okay, Blake's here. Ready to go live. I got it. Back in action here. This is a shot from Corey Stewart. He's on the tornado warning supercell that is southwest of Brookville, where that rotation is, just southwest of Brookville. Getting pretty close to the Yellow Bank area in US 52. Let's go ahead and go back into this mode, where you guys can see that rotation there. Driving up into the area, approaching US 52 in the Yellow Bank, sorry. We'll zoom back out. Let's go back south to the Bloomington cells just to make sure we don't have anything.
Yeah, there's Mamadas hanging off the bottom.
Sneak up on us. There's a little bit of rotation northwest of Lagodi that we want to monitor closely as it drives up I-69. Yeah, these storms appear just kind of weakening out pretty good. We are expecting that as they move north. But as they move into like the Bloomington area, we're not seeing too much going on at the moment, which we're very thankful for. There's a lot of storms mixing together. It's up south side of Bloomington. That was really windy, but she's watching from her couch. Awesome.
Oh yeah, it's not autofocusing anymore.
Storms
That's
going
good.
into Bloomington
Because I don't have to shred these wipers.
staying pretty weak in nature. Probably going to have a lot of flooding issues as these storms start to train on each other, so you have to be a little bit careful when you're out driving in that, obviously, especially after sundown. Let's go and take a look at the Shelbyville storm right along I-74.
Oh my God. Why are we going 45 miles per hour on the
Not a
highway?
whole lot going on there. The Brookville storm is the best looking storm right now.
Okay.
The storm that Corey's on, which is right here. We'll hit a stream for a second. That is easily the best looking storm in Indiana right now, and I'm starting to see a trend of storms start to just kind of die off as they get north. We don't want to obviously leave too early.
So it looks like we are going out I-64.
Of course, do you have rotation on that?
Yeah, that's what we've been hearing. That's what Zach on Indiana Weather Network's been talking about. That's who you're hearing in the background. We are live with IWN as well. My screen comes in handy having my own screen so you guys can watch me at all times. So, if you want to.
Gotta be briefed
But
better reports and
if
stuff.
you're not exactly where I am, but you're in the Indiana area, absolutely tune into Indiana Weather Network, because they still have me on there. I've got a portable camera that I pull out of the car with Indiana Weather Network. I don't have that with Windseeker. So that is one pro to Indiana Weather Network, because I've got a portable camera that I can get out of the car with and point at what I need to. I did it just earlier in Vine Grove.
There's definitely a lot of rising motion. That's your area of focus right there, Corey. So don't move away from that. You're seeing it come right at him. You can see the lowering. You can see rising scud. You can see rotation. That is the area of concern. This might drop another tornado here. Is it coming right at? Is it coming right at? If it's coming at you, just get ready to put it in reverse. Copy, you're good. Just stay put. Yeah, you're seeing a very noticeable wall slide there. Lots of rotation at the base. That's where that tornado report just came out of. Winds start to pick up here as well on that storm. Just watch for ground debris. If it's on the ground, you'll see something being tossed up in the air, but I don't think it's on the ground right now. It's like we're going to stay here for a second. Yeah, the wind's definitely starting to pick up now.
We're just gonna keep on going. Like I said, we are tracking towards what is that I'm seeing over there?
What is that on the right? Yeah, coming over there.
What am I seeing over there to the right?
It's hard to tell. You can't
Way to
tell if
prove
that's
me
maybe-
wrong, storms.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
your area
definitely
of
way too
focus.
high. Okay, we're gonna keep on where we're going. That's way too high. That's elevated. Okay, we're gonna go on I-64, make our way west towards this line. We're
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
like
about
a
10 miles south of Corden.
Um,
So once we get into Corden, we're gonna get on to I-64, push west, get on this line, because there's some kinks on it that are very suspicious that I definitely want to look at. But I also want to keep in mind these renegade cells that are firing around. So I got to keep watching those cells that are firing up ahead, because those are also have the ability to do some things.
Just
So,
between Metamora and Brookville. And that's the shot you're seeing here from.
I'll push west, see what I can get as I go west on these.
Elsewhere, kind of calming down a little bit.
Gosh darn. Okay, we're gonna go.
Nothing going on in Bloomington, nothing going on in that area. The storm's moving north towards our offices here in Martinsville and towards
Thank
the
you. I can
Indianapolis
see
metro
you
area. We're
I
having
can
a
see you
slight
pointing. Thank you.
slight
so much
weakening
for
of
your
storms
service.
as they move north. It's really, they're becoming messy. They're becoming just globs of rain and not so much supercells,
Got the right
except for these two that
There's
are
a guy.
kind of out here by themselves.
Yeah.
We also got to watch storms back here along this line to make sure we don't have a surprise tornado. And this year, those storms are moving, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's what they got. Cool. Well, we're gonna go up to the next intersection.
Let's go back over here. Someone just joined. Really great day. We'll go back over here to the Brookville storm. That's the only storm that's tornado warned in the state right now. Go back to velocity. Still doing his thing. Peep over here at Corey Stewart, and he's looking exactly where he needs to look at. We'll see if something weird happens here over the next few minutes. Oh, really? Oh, thank you so much, man. Oh, I'm exhausted. Hell yeah. Alright, we're looking at Corey Stewart here on a live shot. It looks pretty good. That's definitely a wall cloud there. Actually, wait a minute.
So we're gonna make a left up here,
I see
or
what's
right
happening.
at the next intersection. We're gonna make our
Hey,
way.
I got a cord.
Just keep on going north.
Yeah, we're watching Corey. We see him.
Let me let you know.
Just keep your eye on it.
I gotta let my girlfriend know real quick.
Definitely
Hang on. I
some,
gotta let her know about this. Right.
Yeah, it does it every time. Areas of rotation there. It's coming up on State Route 1 now between Blooming Grove and Brookville.
35
We are
right there by
in East
Harrison
Central
and
Indiana,
East Washington are
between
rerouting
Indianapolis
traffic
and
for Brad.
Cincinnati.
So
That's the
now to
storm. What's
keep
the
going
storm
north.
here?
So
Franklin County, yeah.
just go down to Ripperton Valley, and then make a left on Ripperton Valley. Go down to East Washington, make a
I-64
left, and go back
corridor,
to 135.
Evansville, Louisville has been the target this year. They've had the majority of tornadoes in the entire state have been in that area. information today. Corey Stewart's got a wicked good view of that storm. I think it looks more scary than anything. Those SLCs. Scary looking clouds. Mm-hmm. It's scientific name, yeah. What was that guy's name? Is he with a company? No. Just thank you, Joe. What was his last name? Clendena. Joe Clendena, thank you so much for the food. We had a guy stop in and deliver us food so that I didn't starve to death. Wife's watching the entire time, and she's like, go get the food. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. I love this community.
We're just going to keep making our push.
Exactly.
We got rerouted, which sucks.
That wouldn't happen. I'll be able to tell you that.
It is.
You just keep doing you, Corey. You're doing this. We need right now. Okay. Of the storm, I'm assuming? Yeah. Okay.
Alright. I wish they didn't do that because now they're routing me through where there's a lot of traffic or where there's a lot of bad cell areas.
Isolated in nature.
I really need to get the service booster for the Windseeker. That's on my list of things to buy. It's a service booster. So that I can keep providing streams when service starts to get low, because it seems like this little bitty device that I have struggles whenever we get anything less than ideal cell service. So I would like to get a service booster that has a big old antenna and then run it like that. So
you guys are just gonna watch me tongue here. Weather alerts. Yeah, flash flood warnings on. We have no flash flood warnings. It's just been kind of weird. We were focused on the rain showers, but I guess they didn't come down fast enough. Look at all this rain up in northern Indiana for those who are joining us from the other side of the state. Just constant rain all day long. You guys are just getting it. Let's go back to this tornado one, because they did extend the tornado warning. It's almost leaving the state now. Once it does, this one will stop unless something else picks up. But Corey's got a good shot here. I'm going to take a gander in about 2 seconds once I switch Doppler radars.
Someone is really enjoying the Zach is the answer club.
Amber Miller. Welcome to the club. That's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Flattery. Yeah. Lightning, heavy wind. We didn't hear of any damage or anything. That's storm
back
structure.
on the trip. There's some Amadas getting ready to come over me.
Steal the show here for a second. Him and his wife. That's his wife right there. They chase together.
Look at this. Oh.
And hi Amber. I don't know if you can hear me behind. But that is they're looking at a little looks to be a wall cloud to me, but it's really hard to tell. You can tell it's just
it's sus.
messy
It's
skid or
suspicious.
a wall cloud.
I
Let
don't.
me see where he's at.
I don't feel that confident with it. Yeah, I really don't feel that confident with it.
Southeast.
At least with his tornadic abilities, I don't feel confident with
He's
it.
got a wall cloud there. This is the storm he's on. This is we got that dude there. You know, burst of thunder. There's that area of concern. Crossing State Route 1, Blooming Grove, and pushing to the northeast. Eventually, the Roseburg area, Billingsville, New Fairfield.
You know,
The tornado warning did get extended.
I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing.
The tornado watch is being canceled for a lot of places. So
We're gonna go towards and see if we can get. I don't know. I think that possible tornado, that heavy rotation we saw earlier, might have been about all we're gonna get.
Spencer,
So.
Peterborough, and Warren counties. Copy. I was actually saying that as soon as you started talking. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, we're watching this line of storms as well. They're so far non-severe, and they're just moving along. They're moving fast. Look how fast that goes. I am using Radar Omega. It does cost to download. I think it's like $10, and if you want the the best one, it's like $11 a month. So it costs to download and it costs monthly. But there is like a free version just to use, but you have to pay to download it. But it is one of the best, if not the best, Doppler radar out there. Another option is Radar Scope. It's pretty good too. just like Radar Omega because it's easier to zoom in and out. Honestly, that's really the reason why I bought it. I can zoom in and out. With Radar Scope, it like jumps, and I don't like how it jumps. I like to zoom in on my own. So, as for this line that's traveling along I-64, it's kind of moving northeast. Gusty wind. Let's take a look at the special weather statement. Wind gusts to 40. That's it. We are obviously watching to make sure there's no random spin that happens in the air. We got some areas that are kind of moving around. This area southwest of Guthrie is actually moving around quite a bit. West of Silverville,
I've got a little bit of a visual right here.
Some areas that have already seen storms today. That's why we said you're not done yet. That area is rotating pretty decently.
Nice
We need to watch
structure.
that as it drives to the northeast towards the Guthrie area once again. What radar am I on? Yeah, I'm on the correct radar for that. I'm sure Indianapolis is showing the same thing. Sure is. And I'm sure Louisville's showing the same thing. So yeah, we're watching this closely. When a warning is issued, my computer screams at me, so I'll be able to hear it when it goes out. This storm appears the only tornado warning that's actually ongoing right now. Definitely got a wall cloud on it. Just looking at Corey Stewart's shot here. That's it. Okay. Corey, you don't see anything on the ground there, do you? Whoever just reported the tornado on the ground, let us know where. Yeah, I don't see anything to scream that there's. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. What's that? Well, there's not even storms there.
It might be the Bloomfield area.
It's a nice structure too. I mean, there's still some structure.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. Got some pancake stacks going on over there. So I mean, at least there's that.
And the thing is that with people saying, hey, there's like a tornado on the ground, is that it could be because these storms have been looking really weird. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe we just got a delayed report, but if that's the case. Well, I don't know.
Okay, we may get spotty service again.
I'm
through
more
here.
concerned about the storm southwest of Guthrie than anything. Right in that area.
Just gonna keep on trucking, I guess. Go towards this, see what we can get. Might have a good shelf at least. These kinks are not being very kinky anymore,
So we're gonna go back over here.
it's not really looking very QLCS tornado-y
Still rotating
like it did
almost
before.
like Ohio.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. I mean, we're gonna go towards it. Maybe we can get a shelf cloud shot
So I'm
before we
listening to
call
the
it.
conversation to see if we
I don't
can
know. We'll see.
I don't think we're going to.
But we're getting ready to come into Corden now. So
Yeah. Yeah, this storm near Brookville Lake is looking pretty good still. That's a big camping area, Brookville Lake. We're going to watch that closely. It's still tornado warned. We'll see if anything's on the ground. A lot of radar scatter. But right here is the area of rotation. This storm is north of Brookville in east central Indiana. This is driving northeast towards Roseburg and Billingsville, which is south of Liberty, Indiana, and eventually push into Ohio. It'll probably do one of these tracks. So if you're on the Ohio side, Sugar Valley, Eaton, Ohio, and West Florence, Ohio.
okay, these
They're from
These look terrible.
On the east side of town, yeah.
there's some Amadas going. There they are.
Scary for a second.
Picture time. Got some Amadas pictures.
Whatsoever. For the public, sometimes it's harder to determine whether it's just wind or tornado, especially when storm anxiety is really high. I get on here and I say this storm's producing a tornado, this storm's producing a tornado. Everybody just assumes that every time it starts getting windy that there's a tornado. We'll let you know if there's a tornado. Trust me. Plus, we have people that are all over the state that are on these storms right now. So,
less than 10 people right now involved with this.
Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on right now.
And that's
yeah, and there's at least 10 eyes on everything right now. This storm that's southwest of Guthrie, moving this direction back into the Bloomington area, is rotating still. State Route 45.
Oh, the red light, buddy.
It's kind of running parallel with 69. These storms aren't moving north anymore. This is the line. I mean, it's kind of swirling.
We're on our last expedition here. We're going to chase after this line, see what shots we can get on this line that's going into Crawford County now, and then we're done. We're going to call it good, go home,
Not even on the one that's
be done. So,
Crane. Yeah, I think they had a situation earlier. Yeah. Let me see where Crane is.
Bloomington, Zach.
yeah, it's just right down here. It's very good and all that. Could be very.
Yeah, there's nothing. That might have been an earlier report that somebody was just updating us, letting us know.
Right.
Yeah, people are asking why Fayette County has tornadoes there. That's
That's the confusion, right?
the tornado by Richmond County is.
Oh,
We're getting ready to dive head first towards it. Here we go, getting on the interstate.
That's why like,
And dive right at it.
Yeah.
they've got tornadoes there going off Richmond and then Liberty tornado.
Yeah.
Anybody just tuning in, we are in Corden right now, in
Finally,
Corden,
right?
Indiana. We are heading west on Interstate 64 to try to catch up to a linear setup, or a linear set of storms. This is our last little hope to try to get some. There are embedded supercells in there. Problem is, they're not looking very spinny anymore. They were looking very spinny, now they are not.
We lost service, of course.
So, this is kind of our last little hope to catch content, and we're calling it and going home. So,
It's one for this sirens going off in Fayette County because of the storm. Tornado warned, rotation, all cloud reported. There were rumors of maybe a brief tornado back further southwest between Brookville and Metamora. Other than that, we haven't had any reports of tornado ground with this storm, but it is tornado warned because the rotation is very obvious.
okay.
Let's see.
We're diving head first towards it.
Signs screaming at me that there's a tornado on the ground. Let's see what the notification is. Yeah, those line of storms that are stretching across southern Indiana are just producing special weather statements. Or gusty winds by 40 to 50 miles per hour.
They might be blowing the sirens too. I got it.
Yeah, they probably are. Fayette County for sure. Which is what they should be doing.
One of the big questions right now is if that cell is going to be moving to Richmond or if it's going to be past.
Okay, so Richmond people want to know where the cell's going. Right now, it looks to go south of Richmond, or at least where the rotation is. The northern part of the storm might clip Richmond, but where the rotation is right here, where this little hook is, that's driving more like this. So I think it avoids Richmond. We have a lot of Richmond followers, so it just makes sense after Richmond. It's getting really close to the lead turn.
Once again, moving towards this line. That's west of here. We're driving head first at it. I am paying attention to what these are doing because the QLCS tornado threat is still present with
behind it
these.
in this area here.
So we are powering right towards it. And if worse goes to worse, we get a shelf cloud shot out of it because I bet this has a pretty nice shelf on
Yeah,
it.
be paying attention and stuff.
So we'll see what we get.
This line,
We're flying towards it, so we'll see what happens.
Get used to it. Skilled more ways than one.
I mean, you can already see some of that structure on the stream. It's pretty good. So,
Yeah, it might be intense.
I mean, I've seen better, but it's still not bad. Especially considering all the convection that just came powering through here. That's not very bad at all to have some structure going. I don't think the stream's showing in its full beauty like I'm seeing with my eyes. It's there.
We have Corey's stream back up. Yeah, baby. Corey's charts on the storm that's tornado warned.
Statement.
Yeah, he's at a parking lot. Church parking lot, looks like. We'll get a shot here in a second of that. And like Cameron said here on the
shelf because I just got a little glimpse right there. Maybe when we come out of this underpass, you might be able to see a little bit coming up there, but definitely looks like there might be something good there. Over here is probably going to be my best option to view, especially because we're in the Hoosier State Forest, or the Hoosier National, whatever. We're in the forest, so visibility on stuff is going to be absolutely zero over here in the forest. So I'm going to get up here where we can see, and then we're just going to let it happen.
And yeah, it actually started as a wave off the coast of Africa. Yeah, it literally starts from Africa and made it all the way here and caused all this today. And we actually posted some information on June 1st. If you guys remember, we posted information about hurricanes in the Midwest and just a little education on sometimes we do get clipped by these systems, and when we do, we get severe weather events. And little did we know, a month later, it would be the cause of a tornado outbreak here in Indiana.
All right, we're just going to sit and watch.
What's even crazier is just about 5-6 days ago, we were talking about how quiet it was going to be and how calm it was going to be, and we were going to go through a period, and all of a sudden that hurricane just went boop.
Worried about the heat during the fair.
Yep.
It's going to be hot sun.
Yep. And here we are, and we're going to get a break for a few days, and then we have to start focusing on the weekend. I wish we were focusing on winter weather. Let's touch on this storm one more time here. Got some rotation, still continuing that tornado warning. Still got to pay attention to it. It's ingesting that shower to its south. You guys all put it in motion here. So how you notice how it's one big storm now? It wasn't like that. We'll go back 21 frames here, and you can see how it went from nothing, and then see how that shower forms, and it just gets ingested into it. That happens a lot. When that happens, sometimes it'll strengthen that supercell, and next thing you know, you got a tornado. So now that's done that, we need to just watch for a few more scans and make sure nothing crazy happens. Coming into Liberty, the rotation might miss Liberty just outside of town. It's going to get very, very close. It's going to cross US 27 here at any moment. I keep looking.
Oh yeah, there's a shelf. I can see it over there. Okay. Picture come.
Blake, I got your report on our private chat. Thank you. No comments I should be concerned about.
Said he physically can't breathe. Shut your mouth.
No, someone told you to shut your mouth. Matt said you can't, you'd explode.
Steph, my mom.
Steph.
Steph, bring her.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Let's keep watching. Let's see what's coming
Where
at
they
us.
can send pictures.
Where they can send pictures. Yeah, we take photos to our DMs. You guys can just click on our profile, send us a message directly. I'll take a look at them after a little while. We always welcome any storm reports, anything that could benefit us, obviously, and benefit the public and benefit the National Weather Service. You guys have been awesome today. We really appreciate everybody tuning in. We've had so many viewers and positive people that are coming in and submitting storm reports and just here to listen to me talk for 3 hours. 4 hours. Almost 4 hours. You got people in the room, Abby Worth and Kevin Coriel, that have been super helpful today with monitoring the live stream. We also have Cameron Williams, who's been on top of it, Doug Eicher, all these people behind the scenes that you don't get to see. You see me, you see my beautiful face all the time, obviously. You don't get to see these people that are beautiful as well, but you don't get to see them as much because they're behind the scenes. They're taking care of it. Like, that's enough. Somebody said something about Mitchell. I think Mike. Yeah, Mike did. If you are behind this line, if you're west of this line, Jasper, Vincennes, Evansville, you're clear. Have a good night. We got damage to go over west of Evansville from those strong tornadoes from earlier. Where's Mitchell? I know Mitchell's somewhere.
So yeah, so we're just waiting on this line to come through, and
Take a
then
look for
we're
Mike
calling
here.
it quits. So
Yeah,
some
they
nice
got a
structure
line.
on
There's
it.
some pockets of movement going on there. I don't see anything that would be too concerning for you, Mike. We're going to watch it for you just for a little bit longer. And these showers are kind of, I mean, these are just rain showers at this point. I mean, you can see how they're just dying as the night goes on. Oh, I just now thought of this. That comment is from like an hour and a half ago because my comments won't upload. I went up there, I was like, oh, Mike got a comment about Mitchell. And it's funny because Mitchell's getting hit right now.
Right.
So it just made sense. But that's an old comment. Well, Mike, hopefully I answered your comment again.
okay, yeah, I think I see a little shelf trying
yeah,
to poke
straight
its
to the
head
edge.
up the hill. So
Yep, or you can drop them in like a random comment section. I'll go back through the end of the night and just
Let me-
take a peek. You can just
see if I got a spot off the interstate.
Yeah, it looks like that Liberty storm's starting to intensify again. It's just starting to
Yeah.
get that ingestion. Looks
Yeah,
like
that's
it could be
spot
getting
over
pretty
here.
closer soon.
Yeah, that storm over here in Liberty ingested that shower to the south, and now it's starting to get a little bit stronger. It's just right in the state line. This is how storms toy with me. I'm ready to get off of the 9, I'm ready to relax, and they're like, no, we're just gonna stay in India a little bit longer. Yeah, it just won't exit the state. I just want it to exit the state. Because as soon as I turn off the stream, I'm like, all right, I'm done. Something happens in Indiana. But this storm is still tornado warned. Rotation is still there. It's crossing U.S. Highway 27 between Liberty and West College Corner. It is approaching the Ohio state line, south of Boston, Indiana, south of Richmond, Indiana. And it's crossing, we'll cross the Ohio line here soon and go into like the Eaton, Ohio area. Yeah, I'd like to know if any like flooding reports too. That's funny, you can do that while I'm eating. What is that scary noise?
Did we go live right now?
No, I'm just kidding. Tornado watch has been canceled for Davies, Knox, Martin, and Sullivan counties. I just announced your name. Congratulations, you're the winner. You get to go home for the night, huh?
So we're good on the line.
Yep, everywhere behind the line. Crazy, huh? But they did cancel for those 4 counties, or 5 counties, no 4 counties. The tornado watch just continued for Brown, Decatur, Greene, Jackson, Jennings, Lawrence, Monroe, Rush, Shelby, and North.
it's slowly making its way
That goes
here.
until
So
12 a.m.
once
The
it
bell
hits,
ends
we're
up
done.
canceling those here soon.
So just waiting on this to hit, and then we'll call it good.
Perfect.
Because I'm ready to
National
go.
Weather Service Indianapolis did state that they are still monitoring this line of storms stretching from Bloomington down to the Kentucky line. The low-level jets ramping in, so they might be concerned about a tornado or two embedded within that line as the evening continues. Unfortunately, you guys are going to have to deal with that on your own. No, I'm just kidding. We'll update you. I might not be live, but we'll still send routine updates for you. I don't really see a huge need for it, personally. These showers look like they're weakening to me, but I've said that before. Other than that, no other updates. We'll zoom up here. Let's actually take a look at Corey Stewart's shot here. He's on that tornado warning. That's south of the Richmond area. I'm trying to figure out what Doppler radar works better over here. It's right in the middle of both. I think Indianapolis is still doing better, though. Yeah, that rotation's starting to die, though. That's Corey Stewart's shot of that tornado-warned storm between Liberty and West College Corner. You're seeing it. It's really elevated. Unless he's got a wall cloud there to his left, I can't really tell, but it looks elevated from this shot. But he's also probably on the backside too, trying to catch up with it. Let's see. Yeah, he is north of Brookville. So yeah, he's on the. He's actually on the right side. He's maybe in front of him to his right. Yeah, so he's facing the right way. So we'll keep an eye on that here for a second. You guys have any storm reports you want to submit here before we end the live? Let me know. And we'll get them processed and make a note.
Right.
And
We're just waiting.
pass it along.
Waiting on this. I can already see the shelf poking its head. You can see the shelf on the stream now. It is poking its head. So
Yeah, Tiffany,
here it
thank you for
comes.
that. Doug sent me as well.
It looks like they were beginning to cancel some more of the counties in the tornado watch now.
It's very clear he's not watching the live stream. Copy. This area of rotation it's there, but it's kind of broad. There's no like tightening. They're mixing the colors red and green, which is a good sign for rotation. But a couple of things stand out here. First thing is it's right in the middle of two radars, so you're not getting the best reading ever on that. Because the reason why storm hunters are so important and why our guys are out in the field and why it's so important is because further you are from radar, the radar tilt beam shoots up because of the rotation of the Earth. And so whenever it's shooting storms far away, it's actually shooting higher up in the storm, so you're not getting a better reading at the surface.
We're gonna move up just a
So
little
storms
bit.
that are far away like this is where people like Corey Stewart,
try to move up
who's at
to
the top right
just
there,
over
come into
here.
play, because he can tell us exactly what's happening with this storm, and that's the most accurate thing you're going to get is a witness, right? Radar is not always accurate, especially far away. So while the storm looks impressive on radar here, it's shooting up higher, so it's probably just reading better mid-level rotation than it is low level. But they have a tornado warning just because of the environment, which is a very smart move.
People are advising Bedford is getting hit hard again,
Okay.
as well as Paoli.
Bedford, Paoli getting hit. Yeah, it's just that line pushing through. Nothing to be concerned about. You're doing all right. Just hang tight. After that line's through, you're done for the night.
I don't
else?
know where I can sit from, honestly.
I'm not seeing a lot of rotation, but there's a lot of rain ahead of it.
Yeah, I think this storm is
Let's just pull into this motel.
isn't doing much anymore.
Yeah, copy. That thing is becoming HP is all get out.
High precipitation. So you have HP supercells and you have LP supercells. HP supercells is when the storm, typically rain-wrapped tornadoes, there's too much rain, a lot of rain comes down. LP, low precipitation, is very photogenic tornadoes.
It's like they get out in Oklahoma.
Yeah. We get a lot of HP stuff here because of our moisture. Corn in the Midwest produces a lot of moisture. That's why our humidity is really bad here in the Midwest. Corn sweat.
Looks like the thing's trying to gust out now instead of trying to intensify.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing from Core's live stream. It looked like it was maybe going outflow. Our thought
It
process.
definitely seems like even just from both radar sites, it looks like it has kind of like that little gust front kind of thing. I mean, it'll probably end up doing the same thing even with the merger coming up here soon.
What Karen is saying there in the background is that the storm itself is becoming outflow dominant. So instead of producing a lot of inflow, it's producing outflow. So you get more damaging
See if
wind
I can get a
potential
better
than you
view
do
on it.
tornadoes. And then you get things like
Over
shelf
here.
clouds. looking at Corey Stewart's shot up there, it just gives off a vibe of an outflow storm. It's elevated, it looks like. Not a whole lot going on there, but I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. 4 hours talking, my throat hurts. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes just so I can get to 4 hours. It is raining.
Yeah, that's
It's raining
terrible.
very hard here
Okay.
outside.
I think he's got the right idea. I'm probably going to go ahead and let her go.
Nothing better than a nice rain.
I don't see anything
you're
on this
outside in
storm
the
that
army and doing
is
something.
worth it, other than a shelf cloud. That's the only thing on this that I can say
It's
is
happened many times.
worth my time. So honestly,
Yeah, nice
I
little
don't.
burst of rain
I
pushing
don't
through
feel
our
that
offices here in Martinsville.
This is
quickly
going to do
running to
anything
the north,
significant. Nothing worth
and then we'll have a
watching.
second round that comes
So
in.
I personally think that it's about time to
I think there's going to be
bail out of here.
especially with the low level
So-
jet ramping in. I think we have a potential for more
I'm going to go ahead and
flooding concern as
call
the
it.
evening continues, which
thank you
makes it
everybody
dangerous
that
'cause if you're
watched
driving
our
on the
stream
road,
today, joined us
you
in the
might not see
chase.
that
I'm going to
road's
see if we
already
can get
covered.
confirmation from earlier on whether we had that tornado or not. So thank you everybody.